Hello, in this video, we're focusing on the practical concepts that you can actually apply in the real business world. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get on with it. Welcome, and thanks for joining today. When a deal closes, the real challenge begins, integrating the two organizations effectively. It's like fitting together the final pieces of a puzzle, where every detail matters. Successful integration requires careful planning, clear communication, and smart execution to ensure that both teams come together smoothly, goals align, and value is realized. Today, we'll explore how to navigate this critical phase to achieve lasting success. Studies show that more acquisitions fail after the deal is announced than before, and it's rarely because the strategy or the choice of the target company was off. The key issue is often poor integration, how teams, processes, technologies, cultures, and expectations are brought together after the acquisition. Getting the money and signing contracts is relatively straightforward, but the real challenge, and where success or failure is decided, comes down to how well these elements are planned and executed during integration. This is why nearly half to over two-thirds of acquisitions fall short of the value they were supposed to create. The handshake and headlines symbolize the start, but the hard work happens behind the scenes, making integration the critical battlefield for achieving the intended results. Smart integration means taking the time to merge two companies thoughtfully rather than rushing through the process. The goal is to protect the value that made the target company attractive in the first place, while also accelerating the benefits that come from working together. It's about balancing speed with care, making sure synergies are realized without losing what's important. In this session, we'll look at why smart integration matters, how to put it into practice, and share real examples that highlight both its strengths and challenges. Finally, we'll explore insights that can help leaders increase their chances of success when managing acquisitions. The handshake image reflects the partnership and trust needed, while the global cityscape hints at the broader impact and scale integration can have across markets, and the data charts underscore the importance of tracking progress and outcomes throughout the process. Smart integration plays a crucial role in protecting and enhancing shareholder value during acquisitions. The goal isn't just to combine two companies, but to create more value together than each could achieve independently. This happens through synergies, which smart integration helps to realize in practice. On the revenue side, it opens opportunities for cross-selling, entering new markets, and offering expanded capabilities. On the cost side, it drives efficiencies through increased scale, consolidation of overhead costs, and improved procurement power. Without a disciplined and thoughtful integration process, these synergies remain theoretical and often fail to deliver the expected value. So, smart integration acts as a strategic lever to turn potential gains into real business outcomes. When a company is acquired, retaining the key people who bring valuable experience and knowledge can be a major challenge. Often, top talent chooses to leave soon after the acquisition, which risks losing not only their skills, but also critical institutional knowledge, important customer relationships, and specialized technical expertise. By approaching integration with respect and transparency, smart integration efforts make employees feel valued and secure, which encourages them to stay. This helps preserve the core strengths of the acquired company and stabilizes the business, making it easier to build on existing relationships and expertise rather than starting from scratch. It's about fostering trust and collaboration early on so that people who understand the business best don't leave, but instead become champions for a smooth and successful transition. This way, you protect the knowledge that drives value and keep the team motivated to move forward together. When a company is acquired, customers often worry about potential disruptions in service. Smart integration focuses on maintaining continuity so that clients experience seamless, even improved service without confusion or delays. This approach keeps customers confident because they see consistency and reliability rather than unexpected changes they didn't ask for. By prioritizing their experience, businesses protect trust and loyalty, which are critical to long-term success after an acquisition. The image here illustrates support and growth. Just as one figure helps the other climb upward, smart integration supports customer confidence as the business moves forward. When integration happens without a clear plan, it can cause delays and lower morale, because everyone gets overwhelmed or distracted by less important tasks. Instead, focusing on smart integration means prioritizing what will make the biggest difference quickly. By zeroing in on high impact areas, decision making speeds up and the business starts seeing real benefits sooner. This focused approach helps keep the team motivated and ensures that value is delivered without unnecessary holdups. It's about being strategic and intentional, so the combined company gains momentum early on and builds confidence moving forward. When companies merge, if their systems don't talk to each other, processes are out of sync, cultures clash, and policies conflict, it creates real operational chaos that can derail progress. Smart integration steps in early to prevent these issues, aligning systems and processes, harmonizing cultures, and making sure policies support each other. This approach reduces the chance of costly mistakes and disruptions, keeping operations smooth and reliable throughout the transition. By eliminating these risks up front, businesses can maintain stable performance while pursuing growth, which ultimately protects their investment and supports long-term success. Effective integration starts well before the deal is finalized. Waiting until after the announcement to plan integration risks confusion and missed opportunities. Instead, it's important to begin by defining the integration strategy, whether that means full, partial, or standalone integration. Understanding where the most value will come from helps focus efforts. Evaluating cultural compatibility early on is key to avoiding clashes later. It's also crucial to consider how customers will be affected to maintain their confidence. Finally, prioritizing technology and operational dependencies ensures smoother transitions. Starting with these steps creates a clear roadmap, making the integration process more efficient and effective. The images here illustrate how different parts, ideas, goals, checklists, and processes fit together like puzzle pieces to form a complete integration plan supported by technology and data-driven decision-making. This approach leads to a smoother transition and faster realization of value. The first 100 days are crucial because they set the tone for the whole acquisition process. During this time, it's essential to communicate clearly with both employees and customers to reduce uncertainty and build confidence. Leadership across both organizations needs to be aligned to move forward together effectively. Quickly evaluating key talent helps identify who will drive the business forward. Securing early wins not only builds momentum, but also shows that the integration is making positive progress. At the same time, stabilizing operations ensures that the business continues without disruption, which is vital for maintaining trust and performance. Having a strong plan for these critical days helps avoid operational drift and creates a solid foundation for the integration to succeed. Establishing a dedicated integration management office, or IMO, is crucial because what gets organized actually gets done. This office serves as the central point that coordinates all the different work streams involved in integration, whether that's people, finance, operations, technology, or culture. It's responsible for setting clear priorities and timelines so everyone knows what needs to happen and when. The IMO also tracks synergy targets to measure progress against the goals set for the integration. It actively manages risks and issues that arise, ensuring they're addressed promptly. Quick decision-making is another key function, preventing delays and fragmented efforts. Without this structured approach, integration activities can become disconnected and slow, reducing the chances of a smooth and successful outcome. One of the biggest challenges in acquisitions is managing culture, because it's often deeply rooted in habits, expectations, and identity. To integrate successfully, it's important to start with a cultural diagnostic. This helps identify where the companies are similar and where they differ. Then, be clear about which behaviors should be preserved because they add value and which ones need to change to align with the overall strategy. Respecting the target company's identity is critical, especially if it's key to how customers experience the business. Leadership plays a big role here by visibly modeling the behaviors you want to see across both organizations. The goal is to align the cultures in a way that supports the new combined business, not to erase the identity of either company. This thoughtful approach reduces the risk of culture clashes that can derail integration and ensures the combined organization moves forward cohesively. The most important priority during integration is to ensure customer continuity. Customers need to feel that the acquisition benefits them, not disrupts their experience. This means proactively communicating with key accounts to reassure them and maintaining stability by avoiding unnecessary changes to products, pricing, or services in the early stages. Clear ownership of customer relationships has to be established right away to prevent confusion and service gaps. At the same time, it's critical to quickly align service levels and support systems to meet customer expectations consistently. While internal projects and system changes are important, they should come after customer needs are secured, because customers cannot be put on hold without risking loyalty and revenue. Technology integration can either create powerful synergies or cause significant problems, so it's crucial to approach this carefully and strategically. Start by mapping out all critical systems such as ERP, CRM, HRIs, and data warehouses to understand how they currently operate and interact. Opt for dependencies or potential conflicts that could cause challenges down the line. Choose a unified architecture that not only supports current operations, but also allows room for growth. Align your cybersecurity policies and access controls to protect sensitive information and maintain compliance. Finally, plan the migration process thoroughly to ensure it goes smoothly with minimal downtime, avoiding disruptions to business operations. The success of integrating technology often plays a key role in whether an acquisition strengthens the company or disrupts it. When communication is lacking, uncertainty and rumors can quickly spread, causing unnecessary fear and resistance. To counter this, it's crucial that leadership delivers clear and consistent messages, keeping everyone informed through regular updates about progress and decisions. Being honest about challenges helps build trust, while showing a genuine commitment to the employee's future reassures them that their interests are valued. It's equally important to provide channels for feedback and questions, allowing people to express concerns and get answers. When employees understand the reasons behind changes and see open, ongoing communication, they're much more likely to support the integration process rather than resist it. When Disney acquired Pixar for $7.4 billion, they chose not to impose their own culture on Pixar. Instead, they respected Pixar's unique identity and preserved its leadership and creative freedoms. This approach led to over a decade of successful animated films, strong creative collaboration, and significant growth in the value of their franchises. The key takeaway here is that sometimes the most effective integration is to protect what already makes the acquired company successful, rather than trying to change it. When Facebook bought Instagram in 2012 for $1 billion, many thought Facebook would fully merge Instagram into its platform. Instead, they chose to keep Instagram mostly independent, providing just the essential support like infrastructure, growth funding, and access to Facebook's global advertising reach. This approach allowed Instagram to maintain its unique culture and focus, which helped it grow rapidly to over 1 billion users. The key lesson here is that sometimes a light touch integration, rather than a full assimilation, can foster innovation and help both companies scale more effectively. The merger between Daimler and Chrysler in 1998, valued at $36 billion, is a clear example of how cultural differences can undermine even the strongest business cases. Daimler's culture was hierarchical and engineering focused, which conflicted sharply with Chrysler's informal and creative approach. This misalignment created friction and hindered collaboration, ultimately contributing to the merger's failure. The key lesson here is that overlooking cultural compatibility can completely derail integration efforts, no matter how sound the financial or strategic logic may be. It's essential to address cultural factors early to preserve value and avoid costly setbacks. Microsoft's acquisition of LinkedIn in 2016 shows how taking a patient and strategic approach can pay off. Instead of trying to immediately change LinkedIn's brand or operations, Microsoft focused on integrating key data and productivity tools carefully, preserving LinkedIn's identity. This approach led to record membership growth, opened up new revenue channels, and deeply integrated LinkedIn services within the Microsoft 365 environment. The main takeaway here is that smart, phased integration allows both companies to amplify their strengths and create real synergy without causing disruption or losing brand value. Smart acquisition integration brings several key benefits that help a company move forward more effectively. First, it speeds up the realization of synergies by reducing delays and aligning teams quickly, so the value of the acquisition shows up sooner. It also strengthens employee engagement and retention because clear communication and respect for both cultures make employees feel valued and informed, reducing turnover. Customers gain confidence too. A smooth integration provides a sense of stability and improvement rather than disruption or uncertainty. Operational stability improves when technologies and processes are cleanly aligned, which minimizes errors, downtime, and inefficiencies. Finally, when integration is well structured, it frees up leadership to focus on strategic goals like innovation and long-term growth, instead of being bogged down in daily integration challenges. These advantages together build a stronger, more agile organization ready for future opportunities. Integration often requires significant time and money because it involves assembling dedicated teams, migrating systems, and aligning company cultures, all of which take effort and resources. There's also a risk of overdoing integration, which can change or disrupt the core strengths that made the target company valuable in the first place. Cultural misalignment is another major challenge, as differences in values, behaviors, and incentives between organizations can slow or even derail the integration process. If communication or change management is handled poorly, there's a chance that key talent may leave, resulting in a loss of crucial knowledge and leadership. Finally, focusing intensely on integration can pull attention away from everyday operations, including serving customers and fostering innovation, which could impact overall business performance in the short term. The images here emphasize collaboration and growth, but they also remind us that such progress must be carefully managed to avoid these common pitfalls. Acquisition success doesn't happen instantly when the deal is signed. It comes from careful, ongoing effort. This process can be gradual and sometimes difficult, but when done with discipline, empathy, and thoughtful planning, it protects the value of the deal and helps realize synergies faster. Importantly, it keeps the unique qualities of the acquired company that made it valuable in the first place. Companies that develop strong integration skills turn acquisitions into true strategic advantages, while those that focus only on the purchase often find that merging the organizations thoughtfully is the real challenge of leadership. The images here reflect teams working together and global collaboration, highlighting the importance of people and shared goals in successful integration. If you found this video useful, there's plenty of more business and finance videos on the channel that you'll enjoy watching and get great practical value from. In the meantime, thanks for watching.